All right, man. So today we're going to be talking about the balance changes that just dropped today, probably yesterday at the time of you seeing this video. So we're going to jump straight into it because I know y'all are ready to see what's going on. So first up, we're going to be looking at Mary. Mary got a rework. Her preemption was changed to off-ball acceleration. So anyone that has ever seen a Dora play, you know exactly what this ability does. It's going to allow you to sprint when you don't have the ball on offense and defense. How does this actually help someone like Mary more consistently? Well, that's because now she actually has the mobility to get those wide open opportunities. So she's going to be moving faster than someone like Fire King without the ball now. She's actually going to be moving a whole lot faster than most of the characters in this game when she does not have the ball. And that's really going to come in handy because you're going to be putting more space between you and your defender. If there's enough space for a flash shot, you can take a flash shot. If there's not enough space for a flash shot, but there is enough space for a drift 3, you can jump into one of those as well. And overall, just a really good ability to slap on someone like Mary, who was just way too immobile back then. So she also got a second change. Her drift 3 at level 4 was buffed from 10% extra wide open accuracy to 15% extra wide open accuracy. It is now on par with Fire King and Nana. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. Mary, very good character right now, and she's going to be an off-ball monster, especially inside the right team comps. Dear Man says she's probably going to be the best character in the game to pair up with Allen, but we'll see when we get there. So next we're going to be talking about Hoy. Hoy's level 4 turnaround dribble was buffed from 10% extra accuracy after an ankle breaker to 15% extra accuracy. Whether or not you get an ankle breaker, that makes an enormous difference because first off, it's way too difficult to get an ankle breaker with turnaround dribble. And second off, the animation was just a little bit too slow. That was buffed. We're going to talk about that when we get there. And another thing I want y'all to take note of with Hoy's level 4 turnaround dribble is that the bug has been fixed. You can finally do a turnaround dribble after a step back now. It's been like an entire year. We finally got the fix to the bug. So shout out to Raccoon Digiman. All right, so next we got Jackie. He only got one change. His level 4 fadeaway 3 accuracy was buffed. They didn't specify an amount though. So I'm assuming the closer you are to the 3-point line, now you're going to get even more extra accuracy from that. And it's definitely going to come in handy because fadeaways reduce your accuracy. So the more extra accuracy you receive, the better. Next, we're looking at Big Joan. So Big Joan's rebound height and distance were both buffed. Again, no specific amounts were given to us, and her tip-off height was buffed as well. So she's actually going to be better at rebounding the ball. Hopefully, she can compete with characters like Emma, Rocket, and Vanessa. If she can push at least one of them out of the meta, I'll be satisfied. So now we're going to be moving on to the abilities. So in terms of abilities, first we're going to be looking at turnaround step back. A turnaround step back at level 3, it got buffed to 5% extra accuracy. I'm going to have to look at one of my older videos or something like that because I'm not completely sure if you received any accuracy from that. But if you did, I'm pretty sure it was like 3% or something like that. And another thing I want y'all to take note of is that it can now be connected to fadeaways more smoothly. So think about back then you'd be using someone like Jackie. You do a turnaround step back and then there'd be this little small pause in between the turnaround step back and the fadeaway. But I have done some testing with this and you can now seamlessly jump into the fadeaway animation after a turnaround step back, and it makes a world of a difference because it gives your defenders less time to actually come back there and mark you. All right, next we're looking at fadeaway 3-point. So we all know Jackie's level 4 fadeaway 3 was buffed, but the fadeaway 3-point overall, just as an ability, even on all the shooting guards, the shooting speed was increased. So once again, going to be even more difficult for defenders to mark your fadeaway 3s. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. Next, we're looking at enhanced 3-point, perhaps one of the most controversial changes inside this entire game because we have been complaining for years that Fire King's enhanced 3-point is just way too good in comparison to the other shooting guards. So let's talk about what they changed it to. In the past, you got 4% extra accuracy if you were wide open and 5% disturbance resistance, but now the disturbance resistance has been completely removed. No more disturbance resistance from enhanced 3-point, but they buffed it from 4% extra accuracy to 13% extra accuracy, a significant difference. That's a whole 9% extra accuracy. So now they're closer to the extra accuracy of someone like Fire King. Of course he has more, but now they're not just so far behind him that there's no point in using these other drift shooters, and it's going to make a world of a difference in terms of which shooting guards are going to be used moving forward. So Fire King's enhanced 3-point is still the same. He's still getting 5% extra accuracy. He's still getting 10% disturbance resistance. So shout out to Raccoon Digi for not buffing him at the same time that they buff everyone else. So next we're going to be taking a look at Flash Dribble. So Flash Dribble in the past at level 2, you'd get 8% extra accuracy to your mid-range shots after a Flash Dribble. I believe it was for 3 seconds, but now you get the 8% extra accuracy regardless of your position on the court. So you can now get that 8% extra accuracy outside the three-point line as well, and that's definitely going to come in handy. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. That 8% extra accuracy helps a lot. And last, we're going to be looking at turnaround dribble. So in terms of turnaround dribbles changes, the dribble move speed and distance was increased. I tested this and it is so much faster than it used to be. So at level 2, your accuracy is going to increase by 2%. Back then, I believe you only got dribble distance for this. And at level 3, your accuracy is going to increase by 3%. And I believe in the past, you only got dribble move speed from this. So a really good change for turnaround dribble. That's going to help both Maggie and Hoy in the long run. So yeah, man, this is the update, the balance changes, and I'm really hyped to see what this next season is going to look like. Shooting guards are about to go crazy. And I think another thing I want to point out is that Camille also has enhanced 3-point, so he also has access to that 13% extra accuracy. He's looking at 10% from his cut dribble move. Then he's looking at 13% from his enhanced 3-point, totaling up to 23%. And then, if that wasn't good enough already, he also has a flash shot to boost that by an additional 2%, for a total of 25% extra accuracy at the 3-point line. Huge difference. If he has a point guard on this team, he is not missing that shot. So yeah, man, it's update. It's going to be a crazy one. I hope y'all ready for the next season. That's it. Now catch you on the next one.